طيب بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن تمسك بسنته بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد, after praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and sending the salutations upon the Messenger alayhi salatu wassalam, and upon his family and his companions, and upon all those who follow upon his guidance into the establishment of the last day. إخوان, فسبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم. Glory belongs to you, Ya Allah. Verily we have no knowledge except that which you have taught us. And indeed you, Ya Allah, you are the all-knower and the all-wise. The all-knower and the all-wise. طيب اللهم إنا نعوذ بك من علم لا ينفع ومن قلب لا يخشع ومن نفس لا تشبع ومن دعاء لا يسمع. Verily Allah, we seek refuge with you from knowledge that has no benefit, and from a heart that has no fear, and from a soul that has no satisfaction nor contentment, and from a dua that goes unanswered, and from a dua that goes unanswered. To proceed, ikhwan, فنواصل معكم في هذه الليلة المباركة الكريمة عونا من الرحمن الرحيم. So we continue in this blessed and noble night of ours, seeking the aid and the assistance of our Lord, the most merciful and the most compassionate. مستفيدين ومتعلمين من تعليمنا اللغة العربية. So we continue in this blessed and noble night of ours, learning collectively, educating ourselves as we study the science of the Arabic language. فلأصحاب الكتب وصلنا إلى صفحة 54. So for all those students that have the book, and whoever does not have the book, we'll send them the book inshallah. For all those that have the book, we have arrived bihamdillah at page number 54. Page number 54. طيب وعندنا طالب جديد أخونا يوسف فنرحب به إن شاء الله تعالى بحمد الله في هذه الليلة. And we have one of our beloved brothers, a new student that's starting with us tonight, يا إخوان, our beloved brother Yusuf. فنرحب به وبدراسته معنا في هذه السلسلة, and we welcome our beloved brother in this series of classes that we have here بحمد الله رب العالمين. طيب فمن آخر الكلمات التي حفظناها قبل, from some of the later words that we had the honor to learn, ya ikhwan. Who can mention a word, ya ikhwan, that we had the honor to learn previously? تعلمنا كلمة تكلف. From the words that we learned previously was the word تكلف. تكلف. To cost. تكلف. To cost. ولأخينا يوسف عندنا شرطان في هذه السلسلة. For our beloved brother Yusuf, we have a few conditions in our classes, and we only have two. والشرط الأول, condition number 1, أن نكتب الكلمات الجديدة 25 مرة, And our first condition is that we write every word that's new to us 25 times each. We ask the brothers to write and the sisters any new word or every new word that is new to us. We're going to write them 25 times each. 25 times each. والشرط الثاني condition number 2 أن نستخدم ماذا تعلمنا أن نستخدم ماذا تعلمنا. And the condition number 2 is for us to try to implement what we learn, to try to use the Arabic that we have had the honor to learn. طيب ومن الكلمات أيضا يا إخوان كلمة هناك. And from the words that we learned recently, there was a word هناك. 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 The word هناك 25 times يا إخوان. هناك, which we mentioned means there. There. هناك. هناك. طيب 25 times each. وأيضا من الكلمات تعلمنا كلمة فاكهة. فاكهة. Also from the new words that we had the honor to learn was the word فاكهة. The word فاكهة. من يترجم هذه الكلمة لنا يا إخوان? Who can translate this word for us? فاكهة. Who can translate the word فاكهة? Who's with us tonight يا إخوان? Our beloved brother Abdullah. طيب لا بأس. فاكهة يا إخوان is a piece of fruit. A single piece of fruit. A single piece of fruit. Any piece of fruit is called a fakiha. A single piece of fruit. No. طيب نبدأ إن شاء الله تعالى بالدرس. So now we'll start our lesson for tonight. إن شاء الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن شاء الله الرحمن الرحيم. طيب انظروا إلى الشاشة. Look at your screens يا إخوان. قال ثانيا, as the author says, secondly, the second exercise. أجب كما في النموذج. Answer as it comes in the pattern. Answer as it comes in the pattern, or you can say example. النموذج, the example, the pattern. أي مطعم تريد. So the question he asks, he says, which restaurant do you want? أي مطعم تريد. Which restaurant do you want? طيب كلمة أو كلمة أي. We mentioned يا إخوان the word أي is really أيو. Is really أيو, which means which. Which means which. So the word أي with a fatha is really أيو. ولكن الضمة انقلبت فتحة. But the dhamma becomes a fatha. The origin of the word is أيو. أيو. The only reason it becomes أيا is because of the structure of the sentence. Because of the structure of the sentence. طيب. فمثلا كلمة المسجد, like the word المسجد. عفوا. المسجد. should be a sukoon on the scene. Bismillah. Al-masjidu. And the word al-masjida. And the word al-masjidi. Nafsul kalima. The same exact word each time. Same word, ya ikhwan. Al-masjidu. Al-masjida. And al-masjidi. Nafsul kalima. The same exact word. ولكن آخر هذه الكلمة الحرف أو الحركة التي فوق آخر الحرف تتغير. The only difference is that the vowel on the end of each word changes. But the word is the same. Al-masjidu, the masjid. Al-masjida, the masjid. Al-masjidi, the masjid. Same word. But because of the context of the sentence, the vowels change. Likewise, the word ayu. Ayu. The origin is the origin is ayu with a dhamma. But in this sentence, we say ayya only because of the structure of the sentence. That's it. So pay attention there, ya ikhwan. Intabihu huna. Pay attention there. And we mentioned the word ayu or ayya. Both of them is translated to be which. Which. No. طيب. So he says, أي مطعم تريد? Which restaurant do you want? And then he says, طعام تأكل. Food and you eat. So he wants us to use what's between the brackets to change the sentence. So that's today's drill. So now the sentence becomes أي طعام تأكل? Which food do you eat? طيب. So we'll do the first one inshallah. He says kitabin tufaddilu. So now we have a book. Tufaddilu means you prefer. You prefer. Write these words down, ya ikhwan. Another verb. Faddala. Faddala means to prefer. To prefer. Faddala means to prefer. To prefer. So he says tufaddilu means you prefer. تفضلوا. If you're talking to a masculine, you're talking to a male. عفوا. You're talking to a male. Becomes تفضلوا. You, masculine, prefer. تفضلوا. You're talking to a masculine individual. So you say you. تفضلوا. You prefer. So we have a new word. فضل. To prefer. To prefer. You're talking to a female, it becomes تفضلين. تفضلين. You're talking to your wife or your daughter or your mother, becomes تفضلين. You prefer feminine. Feminine. تفضلين. تفضلين. So فضل means to prefer. فضل means to prefer. تفضل, you prefer, masculine. تفضلين, you prefer, feminine. طيب. So he says كتاب تفضل, a book you prefer. So it becomes أي كتاب تفضل, which book do you prefer? So this becomes our sentence now. Write these sentences down, ya ikhwan. Now we're going to say أي كتاب. Kitab is a book. كتاب تفضل. You're asking someone a question. You're talking to someone. So it becomes أي كتاب تفضل, which book do you prefer? MashaAllah. أي كتاب تفضل, which book do you prefer? أي كتاب تفضل. Our beloved brother Abu Kasha says أي طعام تفضل, غير الضمة إلى الفتحة. Change your ضمة to a فتحة. It should be أي طعام تفضل. So make your ضمة a فتحة. وهذا صحيح, and that's correct. طيب, the next sentence he gives us عصير أن تشرب. عصير أن تشرب. عصير تشرب. عصير is juice. وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله. عصير is juice. تشرب, you drink. You drink. طيب, two words يا إخوان. First word عصير. عصير. عصير is juice. عصير, juice. If it's new, 25 times. عصير, juice. عصير. وفيها الصاد ليس السين. فانتبهوا, pay attention here. This word has a صاد, not a sin. عصي, عصي, عصير, not asir, not a sin. الصاد. Pay attention there. عصير, juice. And the verb شرب means to drink. شرب means to drink. شرب means to drink. فمن جمال هذا الكتاب أن الكلمات كثيرة. From the beauties of this book, one of the reasons we prefer it over the Medina, over Bani Yadayk, although both of them are tremendous, is that the amount of new vocabulary. In one book, you should be speaking Arabic. By the time we get done in this one book, you're going to have so many vocabulary words, inshallah, if we review them and learn them and use them and make dua that Allah honors us and teaches us the Arabic language. In one book, and you'll see, inshallah, and Allah Ta'ala knows best. طيب, عصير, juice. شرب, to drink. Or you can say he drunk. To drink or he drunk. With the verbs, it's going to be he did it or to do it. He did it or to do it. Our beloved brother says Sheikh Muhammad Al-Imam is doing better. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Make dua for our beloved Sheikh, ya ikhwan. Sheikh Muhammad Al-Imam is sick. Hafidhahullah ta'ala. ونسأل الله تعالى أن يشفيه شفاء شافيا من ربنا سبحانه وتعالى. And we ask Allah Ta'ala that He returns the health back to our beloved Shaykh. طيب. So our sentence is عصير تشرب. So we say أي عصير تشرب. أي عصير تشرب. طيب. So Yusuf, I'll say it, you say it. I'll say it, you say it. أي عصير تشرب.
أي عصير تشرب.
Arsent. Which juice do you drink? No, that's a translation here. We write that inshallah. أي عصير تشرب. We say أي عصير تشرب. نضيف الحركات. Where are our vowels يا إخوان? أي عصير تشرب. He says, which juice do you should be drink? طيب. فائدة نحوية, a benefit connected to grammar. A benefit connected to grammar. كلمة أي, the word أي هو مضاف, والكلمة التي جاءت بعدها يكون مضافا إليه. طيب, the word أي or أي, the word أي, or sometimes it comes أي. It's a mudaf. It makes the word that comes after it, if it's a noun, in the genitive case. So the origin is ayya asirun. This is the origin. Asirun. Should be fatha. Asirun. This is the origin. ولكن هذه الأي, this word here, أي, it affects the noun that comes after it. It's going to make it in the genitive case. Majruran. It's going to make the noun that comes after it majruran. So now it becomes ayya asirin. It makes the dhamma become a kasra. It makes the dhamma here become a kasra. That's it. It makes the dhamma become a kasra. Same word, but the structure changes. Now it has a kasra. So you say ayya asirin instead of ayya asirun. You say ayya asirin. Like if you were to say wallahi. You were to say wallahi. Wallahi. طيب انظر هنا إلى الهاء. Look at the ha here. The ha is majrura. The ha is genitive. I'm trying to make it. The ha is genitive. طيب. They won't let me make it dark يا إخوان. Try it again. طيب لا بأس. طيب, look at the ha. The origin here is waw Allahu. That's the origin. Wallahu. That's the origin. By Allah. I swear by Allah. That's the origin. ولكن هذه الواو but this واو هو حرف القسم. This wow is a wow of swearing. So it makes the ha majroor. It makes the ha also genitive. So now it becomes wallahi. By Allah. So the wow affects the dhamma, changing the dhamma ila al-fatha, to a fatha. And that happens a lot in the Arabic language. When another word affects another word. أو حرف يؤثر كلمة, where a particle affects a word. So that's why we say أي عصير. You say أي, which juice? أي عصير. طيب. أي عصير تشرب, which juice do you drink? أي عصير تشرب. طيب Sheikh Yusuf, ترجم كلمة شرب. Translate the verb شرب.
To drink.
MashaAllah, ahsant. ترجم كلمة عصير. Translate the word عصير.
Juice.
الله أكبر. ahsant. طيب نواصل. Let's continue يا إخوان. طيب بلد أن تزوروا. Now we have two new words. بلد أن تزوروا. طيب اكتبوا هذه الكلمة. Write this word down يا إخوان. بلد. 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 بلد can be a city. It can also be a country. It can be a town. بلد. 25 times. بلد. A city. Can also be a country. طيب زار. Another verb. زار. Write this verb down يا إخوان. زار. To visit. To visit. زار. To visit, or he visited. So now we have baladun, a city, or you can say a country, can also be a town. And zara, to visit, or he visited. "25 times. And when you write your words, say them. Baladun, a city. Baladun, a city. Baladun. Say it while you write it. It's going to help you tremendously. Zara, to visit. Zara, to visit. Zara, to visit. No. طيب. So he says بلد أن تزوروا. We're going to use أي. So I'll say it, you say it. أي بلد تزور. أي بلد تزور.
أي بلد تزور.
And it becomes, which city do you visit? Which city do you visit? نعم. الحمد لله. أي بلد تزور. Where are vowels? أي. عفوا, this should be كسرة. أي بلد تزور. Which city? عفوا. Which city do you visit? نعم. أي بلد تزور؟ أي بلد تزور? Our beloved brother Ukasha says, Abu Ukasha says, هل هناك فرق بين البلد والبلاد? نعم, there's a difference. It can be used the exact same way though. You can use balad and you can use bilad. Al-baladu, the plural is buldanun. And al-biladu, the plural is, I believe, balad. And you can use them the same. You can use balad as a city and you can use bilad as a city. Although bilad is usually a city, the most. And you can use balad as a city and balad as a country. No. And that happens a lot in the Arabic language, ya ikhwan. Like the word, what's an example, ya ikhwan? Like the word طيب. Like the word wajib and the word sunnah. Like the word wajib and the word sunnah. Sunnatun. طيب, the word wajib is obligatory and the word sunnah can also be obligatory. طيب, they both can mean obligatory. The word wajib can mean sunnah and the word sunnah can mean wajib. That's one way to look at it. And the second is that they mean different things. Wajib is obligatory and sunnah is if you do it you get a reward and if you don't do it there's no sin. Many of the ulama عندما يذكروا كلمة السنة ينوي معنى الواجب. And many of the ulama, when they use the word sunnah, they meant obligatory. كالإمام أحمد رحمه الله, like the great Imam Ahmad ibn Muhammad ibn Hanbal, may Allah have mercy upon him, he used to use the word sunnah to mean obligatory. No. What's another example, ya ikhwan? Like the word zawj and zawj. Like the word zawj and the word zawj. Zawj can be a husband and zawj can be a wife. The same word can have two opposite meanings. You can call your wife a zawj and you can call the husband a zawj. The wife can say zawji, my husband, and the husband can say zawji, my wife. And then the word zawja means wife, only wife, not husband. So you have three words, zawja or zawjun and zawjun. Zawj can be a wife and zawj can be a husband. And zawja is a wife and zawjun is a husband. MashaAllah. This happens a lot, ya ikhwan, based upon the context of the sentence. And that's why Arabic is so important. That's why we have to stop being dependent upon someone to translate for us our religion. So zawjatun is a wife and zawj is a husband. And zawj can also mean wife. MashaAllah. And it's how detailed the Arabic language is, ya ikhwan. طيب, فوالله الآن عندنا 3 دروس في الأسبوع وهذا لا بأس به ولكن هو ليس جيدا. For example, in our program here, we have Arabic 3 days a week. And this is okay. We're not going to say that's good. Never. because that's not good. Studying Arabic 3 days a week is not good, but it's okay. We'll say it's a start. But we hope one day, ya ikhwan, our program, we will study Arabic every day. We hope we get to that level where every night we have a lesson in the Arabic language. Because 3 days a week in America is not enough. Where we speak English at our jobs, we speak English in the masajid, we speak English on the street, we speak English in the house. So when are we going to learn Arabic? If it's English, 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 when are we going to learn? And then 3 days when we have Arabic hour and we're out the remaining time of the day, English, English, our children, English, our husbands, our wives, English, English, the brothers, English, the sisters, English. متى نتعلمها? When are we going to learn it? So 3 days a week is okay. This is not good. We don't say that this is good. We hope Allah does not punish us for only teaching Arabic 3 days a week. We hope. This is not enough. Our goal is to one day have Arabic every day. And this is our goal. And that still won't be enough. As the poets used to say, العربية إذا تعطيها كلك لا تعطيك إلا بعضها. That the Arabs or the poet used to say, the Arabic language is so much so that if you give her all of yourself, she will only give you some of herself. MashaAllah. That's nice, ikhwan. If you study Arabic all day long, you pray, and then after that, back to Arabic. You go to work, back to Arabic. All day long, you study Arabic. You're still only going to get a little bit of the Arabic language. You're never going to learn all of the Arabic language. Never. So how much more so if we only study 3 days a week, one day a week? It's not enough, ya ikhwan. It's not enough. طيب نرجع إلى درس. Let's return back to the lesson, يا إخوان. طيب تأشيرة تستخرج. Next sentence. We have the word تأشيرة, a visa, a visa. And تستخرج means to extract. You are taking out. You are extracting. طيب, 2 more words يا إخوان. الحمد لله. تأشيرة is a visa. تأشيرة, this should be a raw. تأشيرة is a visa. When you travel, you need a تأشيرة. You need an exit visa and an entrance visa. تأشيرة. 25 times. تأشيرة, a visa. تأشيرة. And the next word is from the verb استخرج. استخرج means to take out, to extract, to derive, to take out, to derive. To take out or to derive. So we have تأشيرة, a visa. تأشيرة, or you can say تأشيرة. If you pronounce it with the vowels, تأشيرة. If you leave off all the vowels, تأشيرة. تأشيرة, a visa. And the next word is استخرج. استخرج, to take out, to benefit from, to derive, to extract. No. طيب, I'll say it, you say Sheikh Yusuf.
Mhm.
أي تأشيرة تستخرج
أي تأشيرة تستخرج.
MashaAllah. Which visa are you taking out? Are you, when you go to the council or like that, you have to تستخرج التأشيرة. You have to receive the visa. You have to take it out, derive it. No. طيب. التي بعد, next sentence. مسافر أن تقابل. مسافر is a traveler. مسافر is a traveler. مسافر, a traveler. A traveler. وهذا المذكر, this is masculine. والمرأة نقول لها مسافرة. In a feminine manner, we say مسافرة. It has to be feminine. If you're referring to someone feminine, مسافرة, a female traveler. So the man says مسافر. The sister says مسافرة. It has to be feminine. And it's one of the tricky parts about the Arabic language. The genders have to agree. If you're referring to a woman, it has to be in a feminine manner. If you're referring to a man, it has to be in the masculine manner. طيب. ومن أقوى علامات المؤنث وجود التاء المربوطة. And from the strongest identifiers that a word is feminine is the presence of this ta. Not all the time, but usually. If you see this ta al-marbuta, this circular type of ta, this connected type of ta, usually it means that the word is feminine. Not all the time, but mostly. والكلمة قد تكون مؤنثا لعدة أمور. And a word can be feminine for many reasons. It's just easier to memorize them. A word is feminine for many reasons. We'll mention three of them. It's feminine for many reasons. We're going to mention three, maybe four. على ما يسر الله تعالى علينا, based upon whatever Allah makes easy for us to mention. A word is feminine for many reasons. الأول المعنى. The first way to determine that word is feminine is by meaning. المعنى is by meaning. It's the first way. How do you know if a word is feminine or not? By meaning. First way, the meaning. If the word has a feminine meaning, then the word is feminine. First way to identify if the word is feminine, al-ma'na, by meaning. First way is by meaning, ya ikhwan. Second way, al-shakl. Second way is by shape. By the shape of the word. First way, al-ma'na, meaning. Second way, al-shakl, the shape. And the third way أسلوب العرب. أسلوب العرب. The third way is the way the Arabs use it. If the Arabs understand it to be feminine, it's feminine. If the Arabs use it to be masculine, it's masculine. It's that simple. Alhamdulillah. It's their language. They have more right to their language than us. They know their language better than us. First way, al-ma'na. Memorize this, ya ikhwan. How to determine a word to be feminine. Number one, al-ma'na, by meaning. إذا المعنى لكلمة يدل على أن الكلمة مؤنث فهي مؤنث. If the meaning of the word shows or points to the fact that the word is feminine, then the word is feminine because of the meaning. والثاني الشكل. The second is the shape. إذا شكل الكلمة يدل على أن الكلمة مؤنث فهي مؤنثة. If the shape of the word shows that the word is feminine, then the word is feminine. Alhamdulillah. And the third way, there are other ways, we only mentioned three, is uslub al-Arab, is the style, the way that the Arabs use it. If the Arab, the people of the Arabic language, they're called Arab. If they use a word to be feminine, then guess what? The word is feminine. Easy. طيب نذكر بعض الأمثلة إن شاء الله. We give some examples briefly. طيب. So without looking, Sheikh Yusuf, اذكر لنا كيف عرفنا الكلمة مؤنثة. Mention one of the ways that shows us that the word is feminine. First way. المعنى. Ahsant, by meaning. والثاني, second way.
Am I answering?
Naam, you can answer.
Okay. الشكل.
Our other brothers didn't come tonight. Sheikh Abdullah, Sheikh Nakir. We have one of our sisters with us, alhamdulillah. But for our sisters, we asked them not to speak. But she can also type. So we ask our sister the next one. After you answer this one, inshallah. What's the second one, Sheikh Yusuf?
الشكل.
الشكل. Accent, by shape. And the third, we'll leave for our beloved sister. She can type it in the chat window. What's the third way to identify that the word is feminine for our sister? طيب. We'll give an example, يا إخوان. للمعنى. An example of المعنى. An example of how to know that the word is feminine by meaning. An example is كلمة الأم. 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 The word الأم. الأم is the mother. The mother. الأم. The mother. طيب. شكل هذه الكلمة لا يدل على أنها مؤنث. The shape of this word doesn't show. There's no تاء مربوطة. Doesn't show that the word is feminine. But it's feminine by meaning. The word al-um has a feminine meaning. So therefore the word is feminine. Like the word al-ukht. Al-ukht, the sister. Al-ukht, the sister. It doesn't look feminine. Doesn't have a ta marbuta. But it's feminine by meaning. Al-ukht. Al-um, the sister, the mother. So therefore it's feminine. Because of the meaning. example of a shakal, an example of a word that's feminine by shape would be طيب. What's an example, ya ikhwan? No, طيب. That'll be both. One that's only feminine by shape. If you were to say طيب سيارة, سيارة, سيارة is a car, a car. الآن معنى الكلمة لا يدل على التأنيث لا. So now the meaning of the word is not feminine. It's feminine because of the shape. It has a ta marabuta. It ends in this circular connected ta. And most of the times you see this, the word is going to be feminine. Not every time, but most of the times the word is going to be feminine. Right? An example of a word that's feminine, not because of the shape, not because of the meaning, but because the Arabs use it to be feminine, would be like al-ard, al-ard, the earth or dirt or soil. It's not feminine by meaning. It doesn't look feminine, but to the Arab, al-ard, earth, or you can say dirt, or also soil, is feminine. Likewise, an-naru, an-naru, the fire. Fire, you would think is masculine. The hellfire. The word fire in general, you would think it is masculine. You would think. It doesn't look feminine. It doesn't have a feminine meaning. But the Arab, for whatever reason, in their language, fire is feminine. MashaAllah. طيب وهذا بعض الأمثلة إن شاء الله تعالى ونكتفي بهذا درسا. So we'll stop there inshallah ta'ala. We'll suffice ourselves with this portion of tonight's class. وإن شاء الله تعالى لأي طالب ما عنده الكتاب أرسلوا إلينا العنوان الإلكتروني حتى نرسل الكتاب إليكم. And any of the beloved students that don't have the book, make sure we have your email so we can send you the book inshallah. And we'll send what we do, Brother Yusuf, at the end of all the classes, I'll send you the class to your email. So you'll have it, inshallah, to go back over it, inshallah ta'ala. And also I'll send you the book, inshallah ta'ala, after class, bidnillahi ta'ala. And our class, our live sessions are Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. And hopefully, as we hope, one day we'll be able to have Arabic every day, inshallah ta'ala. I'll send you the lesson after it uploads, and we'll stop there. Anything that we said that's correct is from Allah. Anything that we said is incorrect is from ourselves. وَجَزَاكُمُ اللَّهُ خَيْرًا. وَالسَّلَامُ عَلَيْكُمْ وَرَحْمَةُ اللَّهِ وَبَرَكَاتُهُ.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.